a solid win. That was fun. Hmm. 455 damage in this shadow that I'm not very used to. I'm happy with that.
Nice.
So it sounds like there's all kinds of mayhem going on.
Oh, you know, people. If we get rid of people, we wouldn't have near as many problems. I sent an invite out to you. I hope it got there. Yep. Okay, cool.
Yep, I got it.
So are you actually Maelstrom's blood brother?
Yeah, he's my older brother by about 10
Oh.
years.
Are you the wiser brother, or is he the wiser brother?
I love my brother.
But you're the wiser one?
I love my brother.
That's
I've got
great.
two
Good
older
answer.
brothers, and I feel like I'm continuously giving them advice and frustrated by it all. Really. You know,
Oh my
Tom
gosh.
is my brother, who's Maelstrom. He's a good soul. He means well. He's
Yeah.
always got good intentions, but he's socially inept a little bit, I think, and he doesn't realize how he comes across to people sometimes.
Right. Right. And that's
And
really that's the problem, I think, that he's having.
it's how do you teach somebody that though?
Yeah.
I mean, we were gaming. We game with some of my friends and him online, Simbaroom and Warhammer. But we invited him to join my brother and I and our friends, and he was just so standoffish. We had to ask him to leave. You know, it was frustrating.
Well, you know, a lot of times it's the way he phrases things, or his tone of voice is kind of raspy, edgy. So I think people may feel like he's upset even just when he's talking. And
And I
then
noticed.
then the way he phrases things sometimes isn't probably optimal to
Reactor
communicate what he's really trying to say.
Sensors
So I
Right.
told him that I'd kind of
Weapons
listen
online.
to what he's saying,
All
and if I
systems
pick up
nominal.
that going on, I'll make a note, and then we can talk about it later and come up with an alternate way to say it so that he can, you know, just phrase things better.
That's a great idea.
I think realistically, like, he never had any troubles with people much because they could just ignore him because he was just another player, right? Or it just wasn't a big deal. But once he, and even when he was like a lieutenant or private, what was the one below a lieutenant? It wasn't until he became kind of a major that where he was kind of over things and people like expected him to. I don't know if it was just that he was the major, so they kind of felt like anything he said he must be coming down pretty hard with, right?
Yep.
And then he feels an obligation to hold things together, so he feels like he's got to address stuff, you know, all the time, and he doesn't have to address stuff all the time.
And he sometimes has a tendency to talk over people, so I think people are put off a little by that as well.
Yeah, their entire team is nothing but try-hard neckbeards using MetaMechs. What did you expect? They have 4 mechs with double GOS, double PPC, so this is pretty worthless at this range.
We got Irby mechs, bro.
We've got Irbies. We've got Irbies.
Fuck down.
They'll never see the Irbies coming. Don't just stand here and take it. We got to move if we're going to move.
Follow the outline.
Yeah, this is long from the beginning. They have
Yeah,
they have 6 tournament
Viper,
players in their team. 3-0 lost.
Heat level
the
critical.
Viper that's over there by our spawn point, walked right past
Heat
it
level
in
critical.
tunnel, but he walked right through me because he flashed
Left
right in front
torso
of me and
critical
then just went
damage.
behind me. So by
Heat
the time I
level
turned around,
critical.
I was half dead. So how the fuck do you make your mech completely fucking invisible?
You stand
I'm dead already.
so close to him that he
New
can't
target
look down far enough.
acquired.
That light snuck up
Yay.
behind
Yeah,
me.
my-
2 lights come over and get me too.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. Well,
No. He's a Viper and
that he was just dodging you.
Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
will
that
get
was
rolled on this.
Right torso
That was
critical
short.
damage. Center torso critical damage. Right.
No, but I really do hope this all works out. You know, I'm a Freemason, very involved with my lodge, the Orcrite, Knights Templar, and all that. I'm in so many different organizations for the last 10 years. You know, you see this infighting, you get a close group of people together, and it's infighting, bickering, it gets frustrating.
Yeah.
Deal with all that and try to keep everybody together. I hate to see it come to my getaway place of Mech
Right,
Warrior, you know.
Right. I know. I hate to see people leave, and I know that Maelstrom, he's kind of got this whole thing dumped in his lap when Havoc left. And he's done the best he can to hold it all together, and he's done admirably.
Destroyed.
But the interpersonal stuff is the problem. That is, he's not. I just don't think he's suited for having to do all that, and so it's kind of a mismatch, and that's too bad. But maybe it'll work out. No, I'm dropping with a guy for a couple
Yeah,
minutes,
I
then I'll
guess
come
so.
down.
I'm fairly new again. I've just been here a few months, but
Say that again. Sorry, had to answer my wife something.
I was just saying I'm fairly new. I've only been here a few months, but you know, I don't really know the past history of things and who was where, but I know we play with a lot of different people that are in other clans. I didn't know Havoc used to be here or left, or
Yeah, Havoc started the unit.
so why
And-
did he leave?
Well, he didn't leave. He just had he'd gotten married, and he and his wife had some debt that they wanted to take care of. So he took on 2 jobs
Oh,
to try to get out from underneath it, which I think they've done now. And
Nice.
and then his computer was dead, and he just got it fixed like a week ago. So he finally can come and get back on. But he kind of had to leave the unit in the hands of Cavill and Maelstrom and somebody else. Somebody else disappeared, I think. Cavill, I don't know that I've ever actually met. I don't know when he's on. I don't really even know him. And I've been dropping with DHB for 2 years now. And so Maelstrom kind of picked up the lion's share of the administrative tasks and the command staff tasks and stuff like that. Jeppo's helped him a lot. And then some of the people they had that were lieutenants, they left. And some of that was they wanted to. We've had probably 4 times now in the history of the unit. We've had DHB used to have like 12th in the nation rated competitive team
wow.
play. So they had some really good players, right? And that brought a lot of players to them, and they had like over 1,000 members at one point. And you know, not all of them were great players, but there was a lot of good players. And then so they built up training and did stuff like that. And then I think there was a split because of some other thing that Maelstrom had nothing to do with, but some people wanted to be more competitive even still, and they were like, you know, cussing people out if they weren't being good enough on the battlefield, and Havoc said, hey, it's just not how we're going to be. If you guys want to be that way, you
Wow,
gotta go somewhere
yeah.
else, you know.
A little intense.
Yeah, a little too intense. And so Then they kind of built back up again, and then a group wanted to be more competitive within that new group, and so they got to where they were getting pretty good, but they said, well, we want to be really focused on competitive. So they left so they could do that, which was okay, but then they take some players with them. And so that's happened multiple times, twice since I've been here. It's happened. So a lot of guys that I used to drop with 2 years ago, or even a year ago, was the last time it happened. They're not in the unit anymore because they want to go play more competitively, and they don't think that every time they drop, they want to drop competitively. They don't want to just come goof off and drop non-competitively with people that aren't as good as them, because they don't win as much, and they want to win, right?
Right.
I don't care if we win half the time or less than half the time or more than half the time that much, as long as I'm having fun, right? I like to win,
Yeah.
and I'm happy to play harder as long as we're still laughing, and we have done, last year or year before last year we did a competition, thing where we put 8 players together and we did comp drops on it was kind of like a bowling league for Mech Warrior. It wasn't really high intensity or anything, but it was really fun, and I would do that again anytime. It was great. And we placed, I think we were in the second tier down, and we placed second in it, I think. So we weren't
that's
horrible, considering we hadn't ever, none of us had done that before except for 1 or 2 of us in the group. But then those guys thought, well, we want to do more of that, so they left instead of saying, let's keep working on it, right? So it's like, it's like we train people up, they get pretty good, and then they go somewhere else to compete.
Target spotted.
Which happens a lot, but I don't like that. I wish they'd stick with us, and I think it's more fun if we have new players and middle players and excellent players. And we still have some excellent players like Tydane and some of these other guys that are crazy good. But they don't care if we do competition per se, right?
Yeah, I don't have enough time to get super good.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. I don't either.
This is my free time. This is my escape from stuff. If I'm not salmon fishing on Lake Michigan or working or raising my kid, I like to do this and just cut loose.
Right, and some guys, this is all they do, right? So they want to really maximize it, but golly.
And to each their own, I get that, but jeez, it is a game.
It is a game, that's right.
Like you see people golfing, chucking their clubs in the woods, it's like, whoa, man, chill.
Heat level critical. Warning, incoming missile. Right arm critical damage. Warning, incoming missile. Heat level critical. Right torso critical damage. Center torso critical damage.
Thank you.
Left torso critical damage. Heat level critical. Heat sink destroyed. Right torso destroyed.
A good start.
Right arm
Keep holding the
destroyed.
resource points, warriors.
I'm just getting toasted over here by 2 Herbies.
Center torso, Juliet.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Who's hitting me? I don't even know where they are now.
They're on both hills.
They killed me. Darn it. I'm not very good at this, it seems like. This mech.
Airstrike online. New target acquired. New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile.
That's a pretty close match still.
Warning, incoming missile.
Yeah, I just got some.
Left leg critical damage. Left arm critical damage.
Quarter of the way there. Do not let it.
I think they've
Damage.
balanced this
Right
game so that
critical
lights
damage.
are too hard to kill and
Critical
can kill
damage.
you
Left
pretty
torso
easily.
destroyed.
It's
Left
like it's
arm
better to be in a
destroyed.
light than it is to be in a heavy
SRM ammo
in a lot of
destroyed.
cases.
Yeah, I was on
SRM
here with
destroyed.
Owen. He lives down the street from me.
Destroyed.
He's one of the newer members. Probably been playing a few months longer than me, but a good friend of mine. So we outfitted our. I think we were playing Pirates Banes. We put ER large lasers on him,
Yeah.
and I was just following on his heels, and we'd stop, shoot
Artillery
until we
strike
got
on.
noticed, take off. And there's no way you can catch him. I mean,
Yeah.
just start picking them off for a minute till they notice you. Just take off, run somewhere else. We were wrecking people. I'm sure they were irate.
Target destroyed.
Nice shot, Bella.
Good work, guys.
Target acquired.
I think we got this. Lima.
Yeah, it was 5-2. Shoot, they pulled it off.
Lima is having a bad day.
Artillery strike
Or
online.
Lima.
Heat level critical.
Yeah, at least we put him out of his misery.
All that's left should be a weaponless blackjack. He's probably going to go around camping.
Good run, everyone.
Resource point Epsilon is ours.
He's on Sigma.
Is it Sigma?
Okay, I need to go down and be with my wife for the evening. I will be back around 10 o'clock tonight if you're still on. I would love to drop longer, but I ended up having a longer conversation with Maelstrom than
We've collected
I
75%
thought it was going to
of the
be, but it was
resource.
good, so
Keep holding
it was
on.
worth it.
Hey, that's not a problem. It's actually just after 9 here. I'm gonna watch a show with my wife, myself.
Oh, what are you gonna
and
watch?
Probably. We usually lay in bed before we fall asleep and watch Netflix. So it's. I think lately we've been watching the Kindness Diaries with my son.
Resource point Sigma
But
is now
we just
controlled
got
by the
done with
enemy.
Borgia. That was a pretty great series.
I've never heard of
Pretty
that.
twisted.
Borgia?
Yeah, it's Borgia. Borgia. Yeah, it's about the Vatican and like the 1500s. It's a lot of nudity, some pretty grotesque shit. Kind of like, I don't know if you.
I don't
watched
think I even want to watch it.
Game of Thrones. It was kind
Yeah.
of crude in a lot of ways,
Our
you know,
foes are
but
halfway to victory.
really interesting take on things.
Yeah, I'm sure they took the seediest, worst part of the Vatican and made a TV series out of that to make people think that's what it was like all the time everywhere.
Oh no, I mean they were just capping a period in history, you know, like people could take it like that. I was born and raised Catholic. I don't practice Catholicism. I am a Christian and a Knight Templar, you know, but as far as the dogma of
We've captured
churches,
Gamma.
you know, I'm not sure what to buy into. I find my spirituality, you know, elsewhere.
Excellent.
All right,
warrior.
nice, we won.
Oh, yeah,
Yay.
you guys won.
Ours.
Good job, guys. I didn't get a kill. Got nothing. I've got these 6 lasers on this thing and 2 large pulses, but the 6 lasers don't converge. They spread out, so I'm not sure how to fix that.
Yeah, that kind of stinks.
Yeah, so I only got 168. It was me against 2 Urbies for quite a while.
Well, that should be one of the bonuses of lasers, you know. It seems more
I
direct
know.
than missile fire, etc.
Yeah. Maybe I need to lock the torso and arms. Maybe that would help. Okay. I'm sorry I can't stay longer.
Oh,
Hopefully
no, all
I'll-
good. Pleasure for. Thanks
Yeah,
for the drops.
my pleasure. Hope I can see you again soon. Bye.
Have a good night.
Channel switched.